How you doing? I'm SoFlo Joe, and this is the Long Dick Edition 6x6. So after we extend the frame, we set it up to carry the last axle. We move the middle axle to the rear. We set up with all this set of control arms, another set of shocks, spring seats, track bars, sway bar linkage. All the ABS sensors go back in again. Your emergency brakes go back in again. We hook up another set of brake lines. So now you have 6 brakes. So the thing has incredible stopping power. Part of us modifying the car this far out is that obviously any warranties are out the door. So we give a 3-year warranty on every 6x6 that we build. And this is the 6x6 over a standard Jeep. It's threefold. One, the tow capacity is uncomparison, right? There's nothing out there that can tow like this, especially a regular Jeep doesn't hold a candle to it because you have 4 springs in the back instead of 2. So you're splitting the load. The car barely squats when you put a load back there. You can take an incredible amount of weight. I mean, you can tow 20,000 pounds with one of these. 20,000 pounds just give you a perspective. It's like a 40-foot boat, you know? You can tow that without an issue. You can load the bed with anything. It's never going to squat down like a regular truck because you have double it. And the real advantage to a 6x6, our version of the 6x6, there's a bunch of look-alike 6x6s where they have 2 extra wheels just rolling along for the ride. This is a full-time 6-wheel drive 6x6, is that you never lose traction. There's not a situation you can get this vehicle in off-road, whether you're talking mud, rock, sand, that you can get more than 3 wheels off the ground at the same time. You're always going to have traction. Now, what we're adding to the vehicle is about 1,500 pounds in weight, right? But we're adding the footprint to carry another 7,000 pounds. So it's a very light truck for it to have 6 ginormous tires on the ground. And imagine, each one of these is 15.5 inches wide by 38 inches times 6. You have all that footprint on the ground that you just don't lose traction. I mean, it doesn't matter how soft the terrain is or whatnot, it'll just climb and go absolutely anywhere. Now, you've seen some videos on YouTube like these, backyard put together 6x6s where either the other 2 axles don't roll or they make them work through a series of transfer cases and shit, and they have a very limited travel. With our pass-through differential that we make and manufacture, the drive comes into the differential like normal and just comes right out the back to feed the next axle. And the advantage to that is that you don't have drive shafts going over axles. You have unlimited travel. Not unlimited, but you have as much travel as you would with the regular, single feed axle. Every axle can articulate fully. You can go 12 inches up, 8 inches down, 12 inches up, 8 inches down simultaneously. So, caterpillars over any terrain. You can go up a steep embankment and the first axle is going to drop down, the back one's going to slide right up. And because of the way we have our drive shaft, with a lot of slip in the drive shaft, it'll cater to the terrain all the time.
So it's like telescoping drive shaft.
Yeah, telescoping drive shafts. We have wide angle U joints, so everything can operate at different angles. There's a lot of I don't want to say science, but I'll call it science that goes into setting these things up properly. Drive shaft harmonics and things like that you got to work out and adjust just properly so that not only is this badass off-road vehicle, you get on the highway, do 80, 90 miles an hour like a normal car. I mean, we're driving around, we're making U-turns, no big deal. The car's like, the idea behind this is that, you know, it's a badass rig, it's a head turner, it's unstoppable off-road, and it drives like a normal car. You can parallel park it, you can make U-turns, you know, it's not a bear to drive, you know, and it's got all the luxuries of what you'd expect in a modern day vehicle. You got backup camera, Bluetooth, navigation, push button start, all the good stuff. When we power this thing with the Corvette engine, it's just disgusting. I was gonna say it's disgusting. You step on the power. I mean, we re-gear these things out to 513 and all 3 axles, and it will spin all 6 tires. When you just lay down on it, it's just barrels of smoke. Just tons of power and tons of traction.
So that's definitely the way you want to go.
Yeah, our package with the Corvette engine. I mean, look, you got a lot of companies out there trying to build shit like this. Hennessy would be one of them that people, you know, probably recognize. Hennessy's truck is $350,000. Awesome, I think it's worth every dime. I built this vehicle because I stamped them out, and we've got a production line together. We've got jigs, and we mastered how we do this. You can have one of my vehicles, a 6x6 Gladiator, in any configuration you want, Kevlar painted, leather dripping from floor to ceiling, whatever wheels and tires, power steps, lights, Corvette powered, re-geared, for $169. 169, lead time is approximately 60 to 90 days, depending on the goodies you pick.
What's up, guys? Thanks for checking out our 6x6. We build trucks, we sell parts here in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, right off Broward Boulevard. Looking forward to building you a truck.